Hi, Assalamualaikum, and very good evening. Welcome back to UPM after mid-sem holiday.
How was your holiday?
Yes.
Not enough to me.
It's okay.
Yes, not enough because too much assignment.
Yeah. How was Kabiraj Deepavali?
I didn't look like Deepavali also. Just 1 week is not enough.
Okay, yeah. So okay, today we will cover the discussion video 6. Okay, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Nur Shakira Zahara binti Cik Abdul Aziz. My matric number is 201245.
Hi, my name is Nurmazina binti Nur Azman. My matric number is 203386.
Hi, my name is Nur Faraya binti Muhammad Saleh and my matric number is 201725.
Hi, my name is Nur Izafatin binti Rosli. My matric number is 203741.
Hi, my name is Nur Najul Syarif binti Anwar. My matric number is 202801.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Noor bin Munadun and my matrix number is 202553.
Hi, my name is Ayu Dadillah binti Shabri. My matrix number is 202636.
Hi, my name is Kaviraj. My matrix number is 203706.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Fahim bin Wahid Azhari. My matric number is 200223.
Okay, so we all have 9 members. So we have 1 member which is Sophia. She absent because of certain reason. And then for this today movie review for video 6 is Maze Runner. Have you? I'm sorry, it's Maze Runner. Have you seen it?
Yes! With my popcorn.
Wow. Okay. So is it interesting?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it's very interesting.
Okay, me too.
I think it's the most interesting movie that we've watched.
Yes,
Yeah, I
Among
agree with that.
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We start with the plot.
Okay, I would like to start with the plot.
Okay.
Okay, Maze Runner tells about a teenager who wakes up in an underground elevator with no memory of his identity. So a group of male youth greet him in a large grassy area called Glade, where the building is enclosed with the stone walls.
Yeah.
The boys, the boys are known as gladiators have formed a rudimentary society, with each of them has a specialized task. So each of them have their own task they have to do. And then the boy learns that the maze surrounding them is the only way out. So during the day, they will search the maze for an escape route, and they will return back before nightfall. And while in competition with another boy named Gally, the boy suddenly remember his name, which is Thomas. Okay. The next day, he is being attacked by Ben, who has been stung and left delirious by a griever. Griever is a deadly techno-organic creature that roam the
I saw.
Very scary.
at night. Okay, Ben is forced into the maze and left to die since he has been stung and there's no cure for his condition. LP and Minho, which is the lead runner, later retrace Ben's step inside the maze. Minho then reappears at dusk, dragging LB, who has been stung, but they are still unable to reach the closing entrance in time. Thomas runs into the maze to help, and three of them were all trapped. So Thomas lures a griever into a closing passageway, causing it to be crushed. The trio managed to survive the night, and they are returning the next morning. Then the first ever girl arrives in the elevator with a note that she is the last one to enter the
Yeah, Yoli.
The one and only.
She recognized Thomas, even though Thomas can recognize her. But then Thomas, Minho, Frypan, Winston, and Zar enter the maze and locate the griever corpse and remove a BP mechanical device from inside it. Gally claims that Thomas has jeopardized the fragile peace between the youth and the grievers and wants him punished, but Newt, a group second in command, instead designates Thomas as a runner. And Minho shows Thomas a hand-constructed model of the maze based on previous exploration. And the maze numbered sections open and close in a regular sequence.
It changes, right? Every
Yes.
day.
Yes. So they have to be on
This
the right
station
track.
open, this station close, station
Yes.
open,
But
close.
there is subtitle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's repetitive.
And Thomas realized that the device corresponds to a section within the maze.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
maybe you want
continue.
to talk about the girl.
Okay, the girl.
Yes.
The girl Teresa has two strings filled with an unknown substance. One is used on
LB.
Yeah.
the leader one, right?
Yeah, then
Yes.
And he recovers
guy-
from
the
the
first guy
oh,
who went miss.
and then he recovered from the grievous thing.
Okay.
Minho and Thomas venture back into the maze with the device and discover a possible exit. A laser then scans the two and the exit closes. Thomas and Minho start to run away as traps activated by lasers nearly kill them. That night, the maze entrance does not close while others open, letting Griever pull in. Did you remember this scene?
Yeah.
Ah, too scary. It's not closed. Muscles ensues that as the gladiators struggle to fight back or hide, Albi, Zach, Colleen, and several others are killed. Afterwards, Gally punched Thomas and blames him for everything that happened.
Yeah.
Thomas, who has been having disconnected memory flashes since arriving, stabs himself with a Soviet grievous stinger in an attempt to revive his memory.
Yes.
The other inject with him the last anti-venom. Unconscious, he recalls that he and Teresa worked for the organization
Yes.
that created the maze. Wicked. WCKD. Wicked. The boys unknowingly have been test subjects for an experiment. Thomas awakens and shares this information with Newt, Minho, Chuck, and Teresa. Thomas then reveals that
Chuck is the kid.
the kitty one.
The youngest one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the orange hair, right?
Chubby one.
Chubby one.
Yeah, chubby one. And have a toys to give you to
Yeah.
his parent.
Yeah.
So
So
sad.
cute.
So cute.
Continue.
Okay.
We could, the boys unknowingly have been test subject for experiment. Thomas, Thomas then reveals himself and Teresa, confessing that they worked with Wicked and studied the boys for years. Meanwhile, Gally has taken command and intends to sacrifice Thomas and Teresa to the Griever to restore peace. However, several gladiators form a group and free them. They then approach the maze in an attempt to find an escape, while Gally and a few others refuse to leave. Fighting Grievous as they go, Jeff and several other gladiators are killed. The gladiators eventually enter a laboratory stirred with corpses. In a video recording, a woman named Eva Page, the doctor, Eva Page, explained that the planet has been devastated by a massive solar flare, right? Followed by a pandemic of a deadly virus called the flare. The teens learned that they were part of an experiment studying for a cure. Paige is seen shooting herself on the screen as the lab is attacked by armed men.
It was just acting, right?
Yeah, she was acting then.
He's blaming
Then,
himself.
yeah. Then Gally suddenly appeared with a gun.
Oh my god.
Did you remember this scene?
Yes. He's trying to shoot.
Yeah, right.
There's so much plot twist in this.
Yeah, there's so much plot twist. Having been stung by a griever, he insists they must stay in the maze and aims at Thomas, but is pierced through the chest by Minho's spear, but not before Chuck is fatally shot.
Yes.
Chuck.
That's when he died.
Chuck! I was like that. Chuck! And then masked armor men then rush in and take the rest of the group to a helicopter. It flies over a vast desert, wasteland, and approaches a ruined city. The scene ends with the supposedly dead scientist meeting in a room. Page notes that the experiment is successful. The survivors are now in training. That's the plot.
Okay, thank you for the plot. And I think that all of you will see that the movie have a graphic design in that's like
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Mind
anyone
blowing.
want to share about the graphic design?
I want to share about the graphic design, include the creative aspect of the movie. Okay, one of the obvious graphic design that we found that very rare. We found this design is only happens in the movie of Maze Runner is that the presence of a deadly techno-organic creatures called Griever. Yeah, that creature is very deadly when the creature saw humans, they will attack the humans, and that's okay. For example, when the Thomas attacked by Ben, a runner who has been stung from the river and left delirious that roam the maze at the night. Okay, and for the creative aspect is a lot, but I took the ideas from the movie plot itself. Okay, from the beginning of the movie itself, they left questions in mind. When a teenager wakes up inside an underground elevator with no memory of his identity, then a group of male youths greet him in a large grassy area called the Glade, enclosed by stone walls. The boys, the boys are being called the Gladers. Okay, another creative aspect is that during the day, designated runners search the maze for an escape route, returning before nightfall when the entrance closes, because no one has ever survived a night in the maze. Okay.
Excited to hear it.
Yeah.
Another part I found them to be creative is that no woman at all in the Glade area. The first ever girl named Teresa arrives in the elevator with a note saying that she is the last one to enter the Glade. But she's not come out from the elevator with empty hands. She also brings two syringes filled with an unknown substance. One is used on LB, yeah, and he recovers from the grievous sting. Okay, the next thing is when Minho and Thomas venture back into the maze and discover a possible exit. A laser then scans the two and the exit closes. Thomas and Minho starts to run away as traps activated by lasers nearly kill them. That night, the maze entrance doesn't close as the plot says, while others open, letting grievers to pour in. Several able to survive, although mostly had died during the sudden attacks. So in this case, you can see that Minho and Thomas willing to sacrifice and the value of determination.
Yes.
Okay. Another another creative aspect is when Thomas recalls he and Teresa work for the organization. The boys the Gladys, unknowingly had been test subjects for an experiment. And the last but not least, the creative part is that when the woman named Abba Page that suddenly comes out at the end of the movie. She explained that the planet has been devastated by a solar flare together with the deadly virus called the flare. So the teens learned that they were part of an experiment studying for a cure. So I think that's it for the creative aspects.
So there's a good graphic design and creative aspect. With the good design and creative aspect, we need a good actor, talented actor, right?
Yes.
So anyone want to share who's the actor and acting?
Me.
Oh, okay.
I want to talk about the actor, and I want to talk about the three main actor which attract too many attention. Okay, the firstly is Thomas. You know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the question.
Okay, Thomas is played by Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien. Dylan O'Brien. Okay, in this movie, He is the newest greenie. You know they call him greenie, right?
Like newbie.
Oh
Something
yes.
like
Hey,
that.
Greenie.
Okay, he is the newest greenie in the glade and arrived with boxes of farming supplies. You know when he come first from the elevator, right? Eventually, Thomas charged into the maze and outsmarts the grievers. He awakens in a rusty elevator. Okay, firstly when he arrived, right, he awakens in a rusty elevator with no memory of who he is. When he first arrived, he doesn't remember his name, right? When he, he fight with, what's the guy
I
name?
think it's Ben, if I'm not mistaken.
Ben.
No, it should be taken.
But then in the
Oh,
process,
okay.
in the process, he
The
then
person-
recalled
okay,
his
he
name.
recalled his name.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's about the Thomas. Only about Thomas because he's the main character. He's the one who like saving all people in the glade, right? Okay. Next is about Teresa. Okay, Teresa is played by Kaya Scodelario. Scodelario. Okay, it's hard to pronounce. Okay, she was a glider and a creator of the maze with Thomas actually, right? After they found out. She is one of the main protagonists. Teresa, she showed up unconscious in the box and it was a huge shock to the gliders because she was the first female forever come to the glade. And then like usual, she also had Thomas, she has what we call strings. She has two
Strangers.
strings. Okay, has two
Strangers.
strangers with her and then help the others. Okay, and lastly, it's my favorite is Minho.
Naughty ah.
Okay,
Korean, right?
He's Korean. Asian. Yes. But unfortunately he's
Opa,
already
opa.
unfortunately he's already married, so okay, Minho is played by a guy that's named Ki Hong Lee. Not Lee Hong Ki. Ki Hong Lee. Okay, he was the keeper of the runners in the maze. Minho first appears when Thomas see him lying on the ground from exhaustion after running into the maze. You know that part when he and LB, right? He and LB going to the maze and then in the end they cannot get out from there because LB was getting injured. Okay, Thomas is first elected as a keeper of the runners by Miho. It means like Miho has like charge. Yeah, he can charge anyone to be a runner, right? That he can do a decision. So Minho teach him everything he needs to know and runs into the maze with him several times, as you can see in the movie. Later, he supports Thomas' plan to escape from the maze. So that's about the actor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Ayu, for sharing your talented actor.
About the acting, sorry, cannot tell.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we know that this is a fun movie, right?
Yes.
I want to share the fun fact of this movie. Okay,
I want.
please.
Okay. The first fun fact about this movie is, the movie was top the box office during its opening weekend with a $32.5 million, making it the seventh highest grossing debut in September. The second one is the movie earned over $348 million worldwide at the box office against its budget of $34 million.
Wow.
That's a lot. So vision. And then WCKD is actually pronounced as weak, right? Yes, wicked. Because in the book the acronym was standing for War in Catastrophe Kill Zone Experiment Department. And Dylan O'Brien actually broke his cheekbone while filming The Maze Runner. It was the scene where he was running from his first griever, and when he went to jump, he slipped. And the last one is the ending of the first movie is actually the beginning of the second, which is Maze Runner.
Trials, right?
Yes. And also they had the third one, which is Maze Runner.
Dead
I
Cure.
think it's the last one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Based on the
The
book, yes.
latest, yeah.
Maybe you never have
Four or two?
four. Right, four.
I-
One.
It's pretty
The books have
Or
four.
one
Right.
is a prequel.
One.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's a prequel.
then they combine, right? The movie.
No.
No.
Let's proceed.
Okay, let's, thank you, Farah. Okay, we would like to continue with the moral value or message behind this movie.
I would like to cover that.
Okay, please.
So the moral values, I would like to relate it to our daily life.
Okay.
So first thing is would be never give up. As you can see, so many people stop Thomas from going inside the maze, from discovering the maze. But then in the end, Thomas never gave up. So in our life, in our study life here in UPM, never give up. So we should apply that as we are watching movie. We don't just watch movies like blankly. We take the moral values and apply it in our daily lives.
That's right.
Next, I would like to touch about being brave. As you can see, they are so brave, fighting against the grievers, right? Yeah, grievers. So every time I want to remind you guys, every time you want to go on stage, every time you want to see the lecturers, if you guys are shaking, if you guys are scared, remember that Thomas, Minho, and everyone else, they are so brave. They went through grievers and they did it. But we're seeing just a lecturer. They're not grievers. Okay? So be brave, see them, consult them. Don't be scared. Okay?
Okay.
Be brave to go out from their comfort zone, right?
Yeah, go out from your comfort zone.
Just lazy to me.
And then I would also like to touch about that we need to make do of what we have. Be creative, improvise. So right now we are all busy with programs, right?
Definitely.
Some of us are in charge of doing the props for dinners or something. When we have limited amount of stuff and we need to do something and the stuff is not there, always make do of what we have. We improvise. We be creative. Just like I would also like to include MacGyver. How they you know MacGyver, right?
He's my boyfriend.
How he can actually make a bomb just by using chewing gum and paperclip.
Oh.
So adorable.
So make do of what you have. Be creative, improvise. So I think that's it. The 3 moral values that I can share with you guys that you guys can apply in daily lives. Here.
Thank you so much for sharing the moral value. Okay, we can take it as a value for us. And then for this movie rating, what you guys expect?
Okay, I would like to talk about the movie's rating and my own opinion about the movie. First, we start with you. How would you rate the movie actually?
Of course, 10 out of 10. I will
10.
give
Wow. You like it that much?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's all. Okay. Maybe 9.
Me too, 9.
8.5.
I mean 9.5.
Oh.
No.
Yes! Of course, 10!
Okay. Okay. So most of you are rating this movie at a high rate. Every movie has its pros and cons. So one of the major attractive part in the movie is it brings us right into the plot. I mean, like when the boy enters the glade, we are already inside the movie. We as a audience, we only know as much as the boy knows. Like they never give any intro before the movie. Like this is how the maze is made. So when he enters the movie, like we are also in the boy's mind state. Like we know as much as he knows. So that's one of the amazing part. That makes the movie more interesting. Like we also want to know what's going on the outside world. Why are they trapped inside the glade? So it is giving more hype for the movie. And another part is after when they receive a greenie, they are having like a kind of party that night, right? So that's like it's like a welcoming party. I like that part. Even though they didn't choose to be in the maze, but they are welcoming them. They are
Only
like a
that
family.
night they can show their talent.
Ah, and it's like so fun that even though they are suffering inside, that they cannot see the outside world, they're still trying to have fun.
Enjoy.
That's right.
Other than that, what else is there are diversity in this movie. Actually, there are black people. There's a girl that right at the end of the movie. There are Asian kids, the white people, but there is still no racism shown in the in the movie. Like even though there is a bully scenes like by the not Elvi, the other guy, the guy bullies Thomas. Even though that is seems like that it is not related to racism, like most of the young adult movies. Speaking about young adult movies, this movie is kind of different from other young adult movies.
Yeah.
Most of the young adult movies have romance in it, like romance and other stuff, typical young adult movies. This is kind of a different movie. This is more about thriller and action. Chasing, running, like and that's it. This is just one different movie from that kind. And other than that, there are two things I need to touch. One is which are not illogical. When Thomas, most of the time he will run through the doors when they are started to closing. Actually, there is only a narrow gap. The gap is so narrow that if me, I would be like thinking from when I watched the movie, how is it going to make it out of the door? Like if it was me, I would have been crushed. Okay, that is accepted. And one more thing is why they didn't build ladders to climb the walls. That was being discussed throughout the YouTube video. They have been inside the gate for 3 years. So they could have tried that. No one
time to do the ladder.
3 years. They have the sauce. They could have done that, but it wouldn't make the movie interesting. So that's a plot hole. I will say there's a plot hole. And the sound design is good also. And the sound design is good also, especially the griever part. If you watch closely, when the grievers come, the sound is like it is intimidating actually. The sounds like it's like real. I don't know whether these type of creatures exist or not, but I don't know how they made the sound look so real. So for me, this movie is I would give around 8 because it is different and it makes me want to watch the sequel also. Because the movie's ending is like that. It just answered a few questions and opens up to a billion of questions. So it's a wonderful movie.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Kaviraj. And then we move forward for recommendation for this movie.
For a science fiction movie with a formal language, this movie recommended to teens around 13 to 17. After all, it is a target for people around that age group. It also includes adventures and suspense. If you like adventurous movie, this is a good movie. Okay. If you are into suspense, this has it too. Overall, it's a great movie to watch.
So it's recommended for us.
Really recommended.
Yes.
You can watch it again.
Thank you.
If you want to know, read the novel also.
It's I have a novel.
It's from a novel.
It's from a novel.
But I heard they did not follow like the real storyline for the novel.
So which one is interesting?
There's only some parts. I think it's like around 5 parts that they
remove from
Yes,
the
storyteller is from the novel, right? Okay, thank you so much you guys for sharing this movie review.
Yes.
Okay. As you know, this is our last video. Video 6.
Thank you so much for your cooperation.
Yes, thank you for your cooperation, and then good luck for the next week for this 2 week until the final.
Good luck, my friend.
For the midterm test.
Alright, thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
That's all from us. Bye.
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 Woman.